So at one of Michael Blaustein's late night shows, a woman tried to heckle just to get his attention. And in the next few seconds, Michael proved exactly why you should never try that at a comedy show.
Come up here!
Excuse me?
Up here!
She's definitely white. I can't even see her. But I know. The lights are black. I can't really see you.
Hey, you can hear me.
I definitely can hear you. You sound like you have a microphone up there. Who the gave you got that microphone?
She's not white.
This is awesome. The audience is heckling each other. She ain't white. Okay, well, hello, loud lady. How are you? Are you okay? I've never done this before where I can't see the person. God damn it, okay.
And honestly, watching Michael try to vibe with the heckler is kind of funny. She was actually taking his jokes pretty well.
Well, what's your name?
Maria?
Okay, that's not white, you're right. And what do you do for work, miss?
I work with kids with autism.
What's your favorite part about working with kids with autism?
They are brutally honest.
Have they said anything to you that's pretty brutally honest?
Yeah, they're...
What did they say? Shh. You wanted this!
And Michael absolutely toasted her with that roast. But the wild part is, she ended up roasting herself right after, and the whole crowd completely lost it.
Have they said anything to you that was brutally honest?
Yeah, so one of my kids wanted to have a snack, and I was like, you already had 3 snacks, let's take it easy. And
Word.
like, well, you should take it easy, look at you.
I love that shit. That's why my bus is small. You fucking ate half of it, you fat bitch.
From Ari Spears confronting a group of loud Mexicans in the front row who just wouldn't stop talking during his set.
These motherfuckers is still haggling about the goddamn check. Look at 3 motherfuckers looking at the bill like it's algebra. Pay that motherfucker, goddammit. Fabio, what the fuck you doing? Fabio, like, I cut it for it then. I did not even fucking order.
And I gotta say, he absolutely nailed that Mexican accent. But he was far from done with these guys.
How you doing, brother, right here with the weird hair? How you? That is the greatest cut I've ever seen. I went to the barber shop and said, yeah, let me get the Disney Channel.
Unhinged comedian Jimmy Carr showed once again he has zero mercy for hecklers. This one asked him about British or American food, and what happened next was pure chaos.
Why is British food shit?
Why is British food shit? I think it's pretty good. It depends where you go, sir. Where have you been to? Where were you in London? You've never been? No. Well, I mean, we've got Jamie Oliver, and we've got Gordon Ramsay, and we've got Heston Blumenthal, some of the greatest Michelin-starred chefs in the world. You've got, of course, you've got your own. You've got Ronald McDonald and Wendy, and the Burger King.
And what he says next completely crushed the heckler's ego once and for all.
Which I think goes some way towards explaining why you're such a fat cunt. It's all right, he's taken that on the chins.
And that last laugh from Jimmy was absolutely diabolical. But speaking of laughs, Jimmy found a woman in the crowd with one of the weirdest laughs ever.
Are you taking the piss? It's like 2 whales talking to each other. This could be a long night.
And it's hilarious how her laugh even made Jimmy completely lose his character. You could see him genuinely struggling to keep it together while the whole crowd fell apart laughing.
I think there should be a level of sensitivity from the audience. There's a lovely lady down here. What's your name, madam? What's your Audrey?
Yeah.
Audrey, and how long have you been queefing like that? It's quite a cross to bear, isn't it? It's a brass instrument, Christ.
In one of Dave Chappelle's shows, he shared a story about how he got heckled by a woman during one of his earlier performances. And the crowd work you're about to see next is easily one of the funniest moments you'll ever witness.
Motherfuckers are so sensitive, the whole country is turned into bitch-ass niggas. You know, I can remember when it all started. It was when I was doing Chappelle's show. I used to do the show, and then on the weekends, I do like concerts and shit like that. So I'm doing a concert, and there was a couple in the front row. Wife was obviously Asian. You could see it in her face. The husband, this was mysterious, to say the least. Couldn't quite pinpoint where he was from. Caramel-colored fella, very nice hair, but he could have been from anywhere. Bangladesh, Mexico. I can't guess with a nigga like this.
And that's when Dave started explaining his wild interaction with that woman. Every detail getting funnier than the last, leaving the entire crowd laughing nonstop.
All I knew for sure about this guy is that his wife was a bitch. I could see that in her face too. No, he was laughing and having a good time, and she was scowling at me at a goddamn comedy show. And then I realized at some point that she was pregnant, and I was smoking on stage. I said, oh my God, that's probably why she's mad. So I started to put my cigarette out, but then she hit me with one of them fake non-smoker calls. So I just kept smoking. I thought to myself, babe will be fine, relax.
And when Dave Chappelle tried to end things on peaceful terms to keep the vibe of the show good, she decided to call him racist. And knowing Dave Chappelle's personality, you just knew he was about to bombard this heckler with brutal roasts.
I said, well, hey, where are you guys from anyway? And I could tell that she was on to me. She goes, very condescendingly, she says, I'm from California. If you're asking my ethnicity, I am Chinese. And her husband was just cool about the shit. He was like, I'm Mexican, bro. I said, well, I'm sorry if I offended you by asking, but you're a very beautiful couple. And miss, there's no question that you're gonna give birth to the hardest working baby this world has ever seen. That's not a bad joke.
And it's crazy how Dave Chappelle can say the wildest things and still get away with it. But what he says next completely shuts down the Karen once and for all.
She got very upset. She got up to leave immediately, but she didn't just leave. She had to take one last dig at me on the way out. I will never buy one of your DVDs again, Dave Chappelle. I said, ma'am, with all due respect, Chinese people don't buy DVDs. And then just 3 days later, this lady sends a letter to my promoter telling him not to book me for shows anymore because I was, quote, racist, and insensitive to the nature of my interracial marriage.
And to think, after all that, she still kept going after him is crazy. But Chappelle had one last trick up his sleeve that ended the matter completely.
I was like, word, I was. If she had just done a little bit of research, she would know that I myself am in an interracial marriage. In fact, my wife is Asian too. Surprise, bitch. I'll see you on Thanksgiving. But my wife's not Chinese. She's Filipino. That's right. And our kids are Puerto Rican somehow, so there you go.
Here we got one of the top female stand-up comedians, Leonardo Joni, who made the crowd completely lose it with her hilarious interaction with the heckler.
What do you do?
I teach blind people how to travel around the planet.
Why do they need to travel around the planet? They can't see anything. Can't you just bring them somewhere and be like, yeah, you're in Paris. You're now in Egypt. These are the pyramids. What are they gonna do, take pictures and look at them later? And that is a white man job.
But I'm Polish. You can't make any Polish jokes.
No Americans know, listen to me, no Americans know how stupid Polish people are.
And for some reason, she went completely unfiltered with that Polish people joke. But in the next clip, Damon Darling shuts down a heckler who kept asking him the weirdest questions mid-show.
Hey, say something about Lower Valley.
What?
Lower Valley.
Lower Valley. Why you want me to do that?
Do something there. Lower Valley.
Shut up.
Say about Lower Valley. Say it, boy.
And he showed him to the cleaners one last time, wrapping it up perfectly and reminding everyone why heckling a comedian is never a good idea.
He sounds like he looks like that was trapped in that skin and Men in Black. You need bigger flesh.
Sam Morril's one of the chillest comedians out there. He doesn't even need to raise his voice. Just watch how he annihilates this heckler in the calmest, most controlled way possible.
It's good to be here, man. This is, we've been traveling like crazy, and, hello. Oh, I say Samuel. Are you my mother? Holy shit. You're that old? How old are you? All right, are you a little lit up already? I look great. None of this is adding up here, right? And what does he do? Garage doors? How'd you get in that one? It's hard? No, I didn't ask what being married to her is like. I asked what garage doors.
And if that wasn't enough, he went after him again, but this time with an even harsher roast that had the whole crowd howling.
It's gonna get heavy. I thought we were gonna have a fun night, but that does explain a lot, though, honestly. But you know what? I'm funny half the time. You're annoying all the time. So.
Now this clip honestly surprised me. I never knew King Batch even did stand up. I've only seen him in Vines or movies. But at his comedy show, he completely shuts down a heckling Karen who was disturbing the whole vibe of the night.
I'm just kidding. Happy birthday, beautiful. What's your name? Edna. Nice to meet you, Edna. How old? 21? 22?
I think I'm 35.
You think you're 35? You look 35. It's dark, so 35, right?
I act 35.
Oh, you act 35. Oh, shit. So you gonna get some tonight. That's what 35-year-olds do. You must have forgot. Carr, she's on the cover. How old are you?
And even after King Batch gave her a hint to chill out, she just couldn't take it. So he had no choice but to open fire with some brutal roasts.
What do you do, Edna?
Treasurer of the NBA.
You were the treasurer of where?
The NBA.
Oh, shit.
I'm not for me.
I won't. Because I don't even know what the that is. But it sounded important. What?
Department of Transportation Authority.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
I still don't know what the she said. Oh, okay. Hell yeah. You know when someone doesn't know, but they be like, hell yeah.
That's one of the few. Where am I from besides Ireland? Oh, you need to stop talking immediately. You are not as funny as people in your life have told you.
So this all started when Steve Hoffsteader was in the middle of his act when a random heckler decided to interrupt him for absolutely no reason. And the worst part? It broke Steve's rhythm. That's when he decided to completely obliterate this heckler with some brutal roasts.
Tim Hortons has now invaded the States, all right? There's a lot of Tim Hortons in the States. It's kind of like what we did with ignorance for you. Sorry about the convoy, by the way, that was us. And so we took me to a bunch of Tim Hortons, and so then I made it a tradition. Whenever I come to Canada, I go to Tim Hortons at least once. And a couple of years ago, I said probably the dumbest thing I've said in my life. Because I'm a hockey fan, but I got into hockey in the mid-90s. And so like I don't know a ton about old-time hockey. And so I found out there was a hockey player named Tim Horton. And I said, wow, that must have been tough for him growing up. So here we go, say. Yeah. My friend was like, "You mean the guy on the wall?" And I was like, "Oh, good point. Very good point." You say he was a leaf. Yes. Yes, I know that now. Yes.
And the heckler just couldn't take the hint. That's when Steve went completely unfiltered on him, turning the entire crowd against the heckler in seconds.
That's one of the few. Where am I from besides Ireland? Oh, you need to stop talking immediately. You are not as funny as people in your life have told you. I'm not from Ireland. I'm born and raised in New York City, and my heritage is Ukrainian and Polish. You thought I was Ireland because you assume because I have red hair? Yeah, you assume because I have red hair. Okay. What country are people with gray hair from? Well, just if we're assuming based on your hair, you must be from a long time ago. So, I don't think you want to play this game, sir.
What is your second favorite movie of all time?
What is my second favorite movie of all time? Oh, that's an interesting question. It's like, I don't give a fuck about your first. My second favorite movie of all time, probably Field of Dreams. What about you guys? What movies do you guys like?
Lethal Weapon.
We're not asking you. It's the best bitch old version. So.